Hola Tauruses, welcome to your mid-month tune-up. Keep in mind this is a general reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My email is below. Just send me an email and we can make that happen. Otherwise, let's see what's going on for the middle of March. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Tauruses? Middle of March 2020, what do you see? What do you need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine? Any messages you have would be greatly appreciated for Taurus, so they can reach their higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine for their greater good. Tauruses, March 2020, what do you see? What do they need to know? General energies, please, for Tauruses for mid-March. General energies, Tauruses for mid-March. That was a really goofy shuffle. Hold on. Mid-March. Get the clearer shuffle. Thank you. Hermit card in the upright. Wow. Aries had this in the same, and Aries had this in the same placement, and also in their general reading, the Hierophant was in their reading, which is your card. So I don't know if this is some of you have Taurus or you're dealing with it's Aries or dealing with a Aries. Have Aries in your chart. Okay, challenge position, please, for Tauruses. Challenge in middle of March. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reversed. I'm going to be leaving a link below, a Vimeo link below, bonus, extra. I'm going to try to change it up every month. This month it's going to be your career, your finances, your health, and your love for middle of March. So check that out. Just click on the link. Advice, we have the Three of Swords in reversed. Check out my 2020 Sun Moon predictions in my playlist. My 2019s are there. Also, check me out on Instant Go, Facebook, Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Thank you. Judgment card. Good way to end. Good way to wrap it up. So that's as you move out of the middle of March into April and or move forward from this reading. Either or. Or it resonates. Okay, so general energies. Okay, it says contemplation here. So, I mean, you guys are kind of like shutting the world out and saying, yo, I need some me time. And it's kind of like, I really can't have anyone around me right now. I'm going to work a lot better. I'm going to be a lot more productive if I just work by myself right now, or if I'm by myself right now, if I'm with my thoughts right now. It's just kind of carving out that niche or that space for you so you can just kind of get your mind in order, get the background noise out of the way, figure out, what you really want. I mean, look at this guy. He's beyond focused, and he's sitting there like, what do I want out of life? What do I want out of love? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And he's really kind of thinking about it. He's putting some deep thought into it. But you can't kind of do that and notice. I mean, the only person he's hanging out with are these jellyfishes, and we know they don't talk. So, I mean, you need the peace and quiet in the middle of March to kind of figure out what's going on, how you're going to kind of go about things. Challenge position, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So I think the challenge here, and the reason why you're kind of figuring things out, is because I don't really feel like you're going anywhere. The challenge is you feel like you're dumping into something and you have nothing to show for it. Okay. Not only that, it feels like, the more work you put into it, the more tedious it is. It's mundane. You just kind of go through the day to day, and that's not how you want to continue moving forward. You want to kind of improve your life so that, you put into something, you actually have something to show for it. There's a reward to be had for it. I think the challenge is, whatever the situation is that we're talking about in general terms, you're not getting that. So that can be really kind of eat away at your soul in general. So you need to, over here, you're kind of thinking of, what are you going to do that really is going to feed your soul, so to speak? And how are you going to go about doing that? Advice. We have the Three of Swords here in reverse. And what I was kind of getting from that in regards to advice is it's time to move on. I mean, there's no getting around that. It's kind of, if the situation you're in isn't yielding anything for you and it's not making you happy, it's an open sore. I mean, that's how I'm kind of looking at it. And there's kind of saying the time is now. It's time to move on. It's time to kind of figure something out, that this is done. This is a festering wound, so let's kind of move on from it and figure out, what we need to do about it. What fills our heart? What is healthy for our heart is almost what I'm kind of getting. Because the heart is tied in with the soul, and the heart is where all your feelings are. So that's what they're kind of telling you. Address your heart, heal your heart. Your heart is not in a comfortable place right now. Now, as you move out of March, I see trumpets going off. Look at her. She's like, with her shell. But it says down here self-reflection. So I really feel like it's all going to come together as you move out of the middle of March into April. You're going to have this big, look how light this card is in comparison to these. It's bright yellow, and here's this fresh water kind of washing up, and this pale shell, and she's looking up at the sun. It's like you're going to have this moment where you're like, I get it now. I totally get it. I've looked at my life. I've seen what's wrong and what's right with it. I'm not going to be, carrying around that festering sore anymore. I'm going to be making a choice, because the judgment card is about after you assessed everything in your life, you make a definitive choice, and you don't look in the rearview mirror. You go forward and you say, this is what I've chosen. This is how I'm going to go. And there's no looking back on anything at this point. So I really think you're going to blast out of it at the end of the month, moving into April, or moving forward from this reading. Maybe this reading was a little nudge that you needed to get moving. Why is the Hermit card in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Hermit card in the upright. You might be talking to other people. This might not be after I told you, you're being, you need to be by yourself and meditative. I don't mean you're asking for people's opinions, okay? I feel like what you're doing is you're networking, and you're talking to other people in regards to what they're doing. So, or what they've been through, and saying, hey, if you've been through, what did you kind of do to kind of get through this? Okay. The Hermit card, when I was talking about that, was people talking to your ear that you're not asking opinions of. Okay. I feel like, and this could even be on a forum. You could be on a forum and kind of, kind of looking around at what other people are posting and things like that to get an idea of something. So, there's people involvement with this, but it isn't as though they're the aggressors. You're just kind of seeking these people out. So you can talk to them and figure out what works for them, and then maybe that can work for you. And I do see that this is going to lead to a new beginning that's going to fill your cup. Okay, so emotionally fill your cup with the Ace of Cups. Either this is going to be a new direction, you have the creativity to figure out what you want to do, a new way to earn money, and yes, it could be new love, a marriage, a birth of a child. Maybe some of you want to get pregnant, you want to have children. Some of you could, because we have the Six of Cups here. So maybe you're figuring out, it's time for me to have kids. It's something that I feel that's going to fulfill me. I'm ready for it now, and I think I want to make that happen. Some of you might be thinking about a previous job that you worked at that you really enjoyed, and you're thinking about, can I go back to that job? I really like the people I worked with. You could be thinking about somebody in your childhood, or a time in your childhood, and wondering, can I reconnect with that person, or go back and, live in that house that I grew up in, or things like that. So you're going to the past, and that's kind of helping you with this. Why is this? Your present situation isn't working, and you guys are really sentimental. So you do have a reason. You do have a tendency, not a reason. You do have a tendency to kind of go to the past. This sentimentality. It's. Sometimes you guys have difficulty working with the present or the future. You do go to the past for stuff. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here reversed? Who's this person? What's this energy? King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, whatever challenges, you really don't. Not only is it not like, are you not getting a return on it, you literally aren't getting any money out of it. I feel like it's affecting your financial status, the situation that you're currently in. It's affecting your confidence. You don't feel good enough. You don't feel like you're worried about what other people are thinking of you while you stay in this situation that you don't care to be in, or I just don't feel like you're being the best version of yourself, and I think you're kind of figuring that out. And you'll hang out in this for a little while, but you've kind of drawn a line. You've made an ultimatum. You've drawn a line in the sand and said, well, I'm going to keep working on this, but if it continues where I'm not getting anything, then I'm out of here, and I do need to figure out something else for myself. Like I said, you're waiting on it a little bit, but you're not going to wait forever. You've decided you need to kind of get out of there. I had something else, but I lost it. If I need to say it, it'll come back. Okay. Three of Swords. Why is this Three of Swords here in reverse for Tauruses? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Three of Swords in reverse for Tauruses. Advice. Who is this person? What is this energy? Who is that? Okay, I feel like there's going to be a catalyst for you to move forward. I feel like, okay, so what we said about this, like healing, like move on, what have you, stop picking at the sore, but I feel like they're telling you that something is going to push you out of this. There's going to be a catalyst. There's going to be a person. Something's going to happen. It's going to be an injustice. Someone will take something from you. Someone will do something shady. Something will be done to you. Somebody will betray you. And they're telling you that this catalyst is going to cause you to move forward. It's going to be a clean break. You're going to be like, no, thank you. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm out of here. So it's going to push you into a new direction. And then you're going to see things really clearly. So whatever this is that happens, you might want to thank it, even though you're not going to realize it in the moment, because it is going to push you in a concise direction. Now, just be careful. They're saying when you get pushed in this direction, don't grab the first thing you see, because there's a lot of, you're going to be tempted by a lot of things because you came out of a situation that was not so pleasing or not so rewarding. And when you step out in your new direction, you're going to be in such a rush to have a new direction. You might just grab everything you see. They're saying step back, make sure you get your grounding, get clarity. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself into a similar situation. Why is this Judgment card here in reverse? I mean, in the upright for Tauruses as they move out of March and April. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Who is this person? What is this energy? The Chariot card in reverse. Star card in reverse. Okay. Okay, I was like, wait, what? Okay, so part of this, like, clarity you're going to have, and we have the card of Cancer here in Aquarius, if that resonates, but part of this clarity you're going to have is that even though it's not happening the way that you wanted it to happen, okay, I feel like you had a preconceived notion of how you were going to get where you wanted to get, okay? And it's not going to go to that plan. And I feel like there's going to, and it could very well be this person here, whoever this person or this thing, this catalyst was that pushed you out. That's not how you wanted to go out. That's not how you wanted to be pushed forward in a new direction. Because the Chariot card is saying that you got pushed off the track. Like you were on this track where you're like, okay, here's my goals and this is how I'm going to do it. This is point A to point B. This is my, 10-month plan I have to get to this. You had everything kind of planned out. And then all of a sudden, I feel like whatever this catalyst was just kind of put you on a different track. So you're still getting the same destination. You're just not getting there in the way that you thought. And I don't feel like I think you have to trust in this, because I feel like with the Star card in reverse, you're like, this is testing your faith. You're like, this really is making me uncomfortable. This really isn't how I thought it was going to be. And it's going to have a lot of challenges associated with it. So that's what's kind of throwing you off. You're kind of like, well, if I had this plan this way and it went this way, things would have been fine. But now it's all out of your control. And it's just the universe just like showing you the next stepping stone to step on going up the creek, okay? But they're telling you that if you just kind of hold out, you just kind of hunker down for that during that period of uncertainty and it not going to the plan that you had necessarily laid out, you're going to get where you belong, because we have the Four of Wands here. So it's going to be a cause to celebrate. You're going to be very happy. You might be moving into a new job, a new house, an engagement, celebrating with friends. You're going to get there. So even though it's kind of like you book a trip, okay? and you're traveling in a car, and the rental car that you wanted to rent is in the car you ended up with, and they give you like, I don't know, like a 1986 Chevy or something. But it gets you there. Okay, it just doesn't have all the bells and whistles associated with it, and it's breaking down a lot. And that's very possible with the chariot card, because the chariot card is about travel and in a vehicle kind of breaking down and having problems. So it's still getting you to your destination, but it's not getting you the way that you wanted to go. Won't be as luxurious. There's going to be challenges along the way, but you are eventually going to get to where you're intended to be. Okay, and that's part of you having this big awakening, saying, okay, I'm going to move forward, I'm going to do this, and whatever happens on my path forward, I'm fine with that, but I'm not looking back at how things used to be. At least I'm not going backwards. So that's what I get from that. So if this resonated, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email. We can go ahead and work that out. Click on the link below for this month's extra, which is about your career, finance, health, and love. Check out your 2020 Sun Moon readings. In my playlist, 2019s are in there too. Check me out on Instant Book, Instant Go, Facebook, Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Otherwise, I'll see you for your love readings in April. Bye.